I think an open marriage is one thing, but when your husband's girlfriend asks him to have a baby with her, would you be okay with it? Husband's girlfriend wants a baby. Give me advice. I don't know. Get a divorce? My husband and I have been together since we were 22. We are 38 now. We have 2 wonderful sons, a teen and a preteen. When our youngest was 3, we opened our marriage because I wanted to explore.
You did what?
We did some swapping a few times. It was okay, but I realized I really liked being with women. Eventually, I told my husband I was done exploring, but he could continue if he wanted.
Wow. Crazy. You're crazy, girl.
Bestie, that's a weird choice. Why would you want your relationship with your husband be uneven? We talked a lot. He agreed after we discussed some grand rules.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
I never really dated anyone else. I had brief relationships with a few women, but that's it. He met Sarah, very successful career, 40, and there was an immediate spark. Sarah said she wanted to meet me.
Ew. Respectfully.
I told her that as long as the relationship didn't interfere with our life or his responsibilities as a dad and husband, he's very involved with the kid's life and with household responsibilities, I was completely okay with it. I could never do this, no matter if I would be the wife or the girlfriend in this scenario. Something is either mine or I don't want it.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
Now on Saturday, she texted my husband saying she wanted to see both of us at a restaurant. We showed up and she dropped the bomb. She wants my husband to have a baby with her.
No. No.
What?
No, don't do that!
Didn't you just said that their relationship couldn't interfere with your lives? I think a baby would be more than that. She said it would be like being a single mom by choice, except the baby would know who the dad is and my husband would be involved visiting the child and being part of their life. Is that only me, or this sounds like a terrible idea? My husband said this is 100% my decision and that if I don't feel comfortable, it won't happen.
Oh, well, duh. Right?
No, your husband should have said no to begin with. Instead, he's pushing the responsibility onto you. They both said that if I say no, their relationship will continue, so I shouldn't feel pressured that I'm breaking them up. She could find another donor, I assume. So then why is this even a question? It would make so much more sense to have a baby with a donor. Why? Because maybe one day they would decide to break up. Why would they ever bring a child into that uncertainty? I can't stop thinking about it. Am I ruining my husband's happiness if I say no?
Who cares?
If I say yes, am I ruining my kid's future and our marriage? Yes, it's pretty likely your marriage will suffer those consequences. I hate to admit it, but I always wanted a daughter. What if my husband and she have a girl? Then she would be the woman who finally gives him a daughter. There is a 50% chance for that outcome. I'm a mess. Please give me advice. It's hard for me to imagine myself in your position because I would never agree to be in an open relationship with my partner. The situation is so much more different than how an open relationship usually look like. It's almost like your husband would have a second wife and they would decide to start a second family.
Criminal, offensive side eye.
Why would you want to be in a marriage like this? Just think about it. Somebody would love you and only you. Relevant comments. Did Opie's husband knew beforehand? No, he had absolutely no clue either. He loves having more kids. If it was up to him, we would have many more kids. Is she already pregnant? No, not pregnant now. She said once we are ready, she will go off the pills.
How about no?
First commenter, totally contrary to the initial agreement. Direct her to the sperm bank.
Ready for your insemination? Hi, yes.
Tell her your friendship and access to your husband will stop and that if she pursues it, even by accident, that you will sue her for alienation of affections. Actually, I wish that access would end now. For safety's sake, get this stuff in writing, present her an agreement to abide and get it signed by her and your husband. As a precautionary measure, try to get a recording of your conversation about this on your phone. If this conversation causes a rift, then ask her why she's so interested in your husband as versus any other man that she might have because she wants Opie's husband. I'm pretty sure this is her way to try to break off the marriage. Opie's answer, I asked actually. She said, he's a good looking guy. She loves him. He's smart and a great guy. I'm not getting younger, so I'm gonna do it by myself instead of wasting my time to meet a husband.
That's full cringe, 100% cringe. I don't know what else to say. Send help.
That's because it's so much easier to steal your husband than meet a new guy. Second commenter, info, how long has he been seeing this other person? I don't think you're a bad guy for feeling uncomfortable. If it's 100% your decision, he claims you shouldn't feel guilty for saying no. This would impact your children's life and your life. Also, who says she's not also pregnant in my opinion? Opie's answer, they have been dating for 2 years. Divorce! 2 years. That's insane. So basically he's starting a second family with this other woman. But we are not done here. Opie has several updates. I talked to my husband. He said Sarah a few times asked if he likes to have more kids casually and complimented him about what an involved dad he is, but that's it. I asked what he thinks about her request to get her pregnant. He said he really loves her and loves having more kids, and if that's what makes her happy, he would do it in a heartbeat if it was up to him only.
Holy motherforking shirt balls.
What about you and your happiness? You deserve so much better than this. I told him he has 2 solutions. Either break up with her or divorce you. Those are the only 2 options I see. 1, we separate/divorce and he can get Sarah pregnant. With 50-50 custody of our kids, he will have time to take care of her and her newborn too, like he did for me when I gave birth. He should also explain the whole thing to our kids. Not gonna lie, I really like option 1. 2, he gets snipped before touching Sarah or any other women again. I'm not asking you to be monogamous with me, but I demand you to get snipped. I don't understand. Why wouldn't you demand loyalty? He didn't reply and wanted to think. I guess as of right now, it's 100% on him. Your husband seems like the kind of guy who wants his cake and wants to eat it too. I don't have much hope for him. Relevant comments. First commenter, this is insane. Hope you are keeping it together somehow. Opie's answer, I'm calm. I'm okay. I'll decide after I get advice from a lawyer. I'm planning to see a therapist and I think it's important for kids to see a therapist as well. Whether I stay or not, there will be big changes in our lives and therapy will help us with the transition. I'm a huge fan of therapy. That's the best decision you can make for yourself and your kid. Next commenter, he has disrespected you and your family's dynamic and boundaries by saying he's going to have the baby whether you like it or not.
Oh my God! What is that?
Especially after he said the choice was 100% your choice. And the divorce is actually so much more simpler and doesn't cost a whole lot if you guys can agree on how it's split before you go into file. My heart goes out to you and your courage with how everything has gone. I hope it doesn't have to end too messy. I would agree though that the kids should know regardless of what happens, they deserve to know. The whole dynamic is more than messy. I hope it will have a simpler end. Opie's answer, kids know now, so do his parents. We talked to them. He told them that it was my idea to open our marriage. Okay, sure, that's one thing, but was it also your idea to start a family with another woman? I fail to understand why does it matter whose idea was to open the marriage. That is not what this discussion is about. He is not cheating and I gave him consent. My oldest is so furious at both of us and called us embarrassing and disgusting. My youngest is meh and doesn't care really. My mother-in-law yelled at me when she found out it was an emotional day. I'm wondering, did she also yell at your husband? Ultimately, he is the one who wants to start a second family with another woman. Next commenter, he is really awful. He wants all the responsibility on you. You don't agree about the baby and that's the real problem. My 13-year-old son would be furious in this situation too. Your husband is destroying everything, especially your son, because of his whim. I will never accept my husband choosing himself over our family. I think even if you decide to open your marriage, you should never have a full-blown relationship. Being with this woman husband for 2 years now instead of having occasional hookups with strangers is what destroyed the dynamic. Just don't have a secondary relationship. It's a bad idea, always. Update: I had a long talk with my husband this morning before leaving for work, and now I'm trying to decide what's best for me and my kids. I am very emotional, so please be gentle. I will be gentle with you, but of course, I hate your husband. I hope that's okay. This morning, his girlfriend texted him about his decision and joked that she should adjust their meetup schedule according to her fertile days, and said she's so excited to try for a baby with him. I asked him the same question: what is your decision? I don't think she ever had the intention to respect what you wanted. I also think she would convince your husband regardless what you guys agreed on. He said he decided that he wants to have a baby with her. There's the door! And we'll figure out a routine so that everything works out the same. Excuse me, that wasn't an option. Either he get a divorce from you or get a vasectomy. It is so disrespectful to come up with this answer. I told him that in that case, I'm filing for divorce.
Duh.
He asked me why, what are you trying to achieve? You can leave and then only see the kids 50% of the time. It will cost us a lot of money in legal fees.
Shut up. Shut up!
You'll go from a nice house with your kids to a small apartment near your work to achieve what? You already can see other people. What would divorce bring you? What's the benefit for you? I don't know. What could be the benefit? Maybe to find someone else who would be loyal to her and only her. Maybe she doesn't want to live like this anymore. Maybe she doesn't want to share anymore. Or maybe she doesn't want her husband to be a father in another relationship. He said that whether we divorce or not, the baby will happen. He also said he won't neglect any of his responsibilities toward our kids or me because he'll have a new baby. According to him, the most logical solution would be to tell the kids about Sarah when she gets pregnant and explain that they will have a half sibling. He wants to come clean and just continue with our lives. That sounds super convenient. Only for him, of course. I got very emotional and said, I don't want her in my life. He said she wouldn't be part of my life and that he could arrange visitations with Sarah and the baby so that he goes there instead of her baby coming to our house. He kept saying that this way everything would be open and honest, the kids would be informed, and they could even meet the future baby.
Brother,
Okay, but that doesn't change on the fact that she doesn't want to be a part of this circus. He said there is literally zero benefit to divorce since our marriage is already open aside from draining our bank account. There is zero benefit to stay together since she doesn't want to live like this. Is he this stupid or just really good at gaslighting? I'm very emotional right now. I'm planning to speak to a lawyer to get advice. Has anyone dealt with a situation like this? I only have 4 words. Get a divorce now. Update: I have been getting many DMs. Here is the final update. 1. I met with an attorney but decided to stay and work things out.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
You did what? Are you kidding with me? 2. I've been seeing a therapist who is very familiar with ethical non-monogamy. 3. Sarah got pregnant almost immediately. Yes, I gave my husband consent, but also told him if it affects our life, I will be gone. The fact that you stayed after all of this, I don't believe you. You will never get out of this situation. She is due end of November. 4. She and my husband had a long talk. She is moving back to Canada to be closer to her sister. So then why the hell she wouldn't have a baby with donor sperm? She really had to destroy your marriage before she tapped out. In fact, her moving day is soon and my husband is helping her. He will be with her after she gives birth.
No. Wait.
She told my husband that once the baby is older, she would like to start to date to get married, so she will break up with my husband. Again, then why was your husband needed to be the father of her kid? It doesn't even look like she loves him. She just wanted to prove a point. Even if I leave, Sarah has no interest in being a parent to our kids, so it's for the best. Sarah wants my husband to be in the kid's life, occasional visits, FaceTime and stuff. 5. My youngest is very excited. My oldest at first got really mad, but now told my husband he wants nothing to do with the baby, which my husband respects. 6. My in-laws are confused, lol. My mother-in-law hopes she finally gets a granddaughter. Overall, life is good. Thank you. Is it good though? Because this sounds like a nightmare to me. Final comments. First commenter, why did you decide to give your consent in the end? The whole situation seemed really tense and your husband was quite unfair in his treatment of you, insisting on it after telling you it was your choice, pressuring you together with his girlfriend and already telling her yes, telling the children/in-laws against your wishes and making it out like it's your fault. You gave your consent and he did it straight away. Did he give you some kind of reassurance? Did he take care of you/your feelings and the marriage? He seemed way more interested in his relationship with his girlfriend.
None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
It's giving that he keeps you around because he needs you to raise the children. How can you be sure that they will keep the boundaries they have set now? Will the children be in the baby's life? Will you provide help your or other child who seems to be struggling with the whole situation? If your mother-in-law is excited for a granddaughter, does that mean they will be involved with the baby and Sarah going forward? Sorry, that's a lot of questions, but your situation stayed with me for a long time and I still can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
You don't owe anyone, much less strangers, an explanation, but I really hope you are actually alright and you're doing what's best for you. Anyway, I wish you the best. Opie's answer, no, I thought about it a lot. I told my husband he has my consent as long as our life stays the same. My husband is a firefighter, so he works 24-hour shifts a few days a month, and rest he is free, so he mostly meets her when kids are at school. Besides, they're one weekend on the month together. My mother-in-law generally loves me, but sometimes she can be too much. The good news is every time I told my husband mother-in-law is too much, he stands up for me. Yes, it was my idea to open up the marriage and he didn't cheat. He has talked to his parents again and again. He will again soon because mother-in-law lately again has become too much. Mother-in-law asked my husband if she can visit the baby and goes with my husband when Sarah gives birth. Sarah said no, and beside him, she doesn't want a visitor until she is ready. Mother-in-law knows baby will be raised by Sarah alone, but hopes she gets to visit the baby often too. If he can't keep the boundaries he promised to me, I really have nothing to negotiate. I will leave him and he is aware of that. I still don't believe you. Next commenter, I follow your previous post and the outcome just seems like it's everything your husband wanted and nothing that you wanted. That is exactly how it is, and it pisses me off. If you're legitimately happy, then I'm glad for you. I just hope it's not a settling/coping mechanism. Opie's answer, we talked a lot. He knows if I don't feel loved and he doesn't meet my conditions, I'm gone.
Not good enough.
Weekly therapy really helped me to express my emotions better. It doesn't really matter what I or anybody else thinks. At the end of the day, this is your life. Hopefully it will work out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments. I reply them all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.